When we read our standard books, which are quite bulky in nature, we tend to read paragraphs, and after a point of time, it becomes very monotonous and boring to read. And it becomes very difficult to revise as well. But just imagine the entire content, which is given in paragraphs, is concised into a table, basically, a tabular format. Then you can see which one of the following is a filter feeder. So, species with a peculiar feature is being asked. So, what is the observation here? After observing these PYQs, okay, we can have a learning that UPSC is majorly focusing on species that have distinct evolution.
I started my full-fledged preparation after I joined the Ultimate Assessment Program at Civils Daily.
There is a 12-month strategy which I have done on Civils Daily platform only.
I reached out to the Civils Daily team.
Civils Daily.
Current affairs में Civils Daily.
Civils Daily.
Civils Daily.
With Civils Daily.
Civils Daily.
Civils Daily. Civils Daily.
To Civils Daily.
Civils Daily.
Civils Daily.
Civils Daily.
Civils Daily.
Civils Daily.
A mentorship program of Civils Daily, and that did help me a lot.
Hello everyone, I'm Sri Lakshmi. I've cleared UPSC Civil Service Examination 2023. In this video, I'll be discussing about flash notes for dominant prelims for UPSC Prelims 2025. And the topic specifically that I'm going to discuss today is species. So in this flash note, 71 prelims PYQs micro themes have been analyzed and they have been broadly categorized into four. First one is peculiar feature. Second is conservation efforts. Third is exotic or invasive species. Fourth is characteristic or behavior of that species. So in this trend, in this distribution, you can see the maximum number of questions that have come with respect to species is characteristics and behavior, right? After that, it is exotic or invasive species, then conservation efforts, then peculiar feature, right? Now, what can you expect from these flash notes? So this particular flash notes, this particular resource dives deep into species habitats, conservation statuses, ecological rules, and their significance in current events. So it is making it a must-have for aspirants, aiming for conceptual clarity and precision, right? That's all what we are looking for. And there are dedicated sections in these flash notes on frequently spotlighted species. For example, Royal Bengal tiger, Asiatic cheetah, olive ridley turtles, or snow leopards. So these are, time and again, we have seen these names in our UPSC prelims questions, and they have been highlighted and dedicated sections have been provided to these species, right? These species are explored very thoroughly, providing insights into their ecological roles, conservation efforts, unique adaptations, and pressing threats that they generally face in their natural habitats. And additionally, there is a special emphasis which is placed on species that have been newly reintroduced into our ecosystem, right? As a part of our critical conservation projects, right? Like example, cheetah. So it is also updated and aligned with the most relevant and recent developments. All right. Then, as I already mentioned, it is aligned as per the microtheme analysis to connect to the recurring trends in the biodiversity related questions, which are the high priority areas. So the chances of it coming up in the paper is very, very high, right? That's what I mean by micro themes. So each species is presented with very concise yet very detailed explanations, which is required, which is the hit ratio is very high. That kind of content is given, right? Then there are well-structured tables and some visual tools as well, like pictures and all, which actually helps the aspirants retain the concepts. So what happens generally is when we read our standard books, which are quite bulky in nature, we tend to read paragraphs, and after a point of time, it becomes very monotonous and boring to read. And it becomes very difficult to revise as well. But just imagine the entire content, which is given in paragraphs, is concised into a table, basically, a tabular format. That's what I mean. That's what I meant. A table, or it is represented in a different format visually. Okay. So it becomes very easy to recollect and revise as well. Okay. So that's what has been focused in these flash notes. Now, the inclusion of the emerging species in the news and lesser known yet ecologically very critical species, it actually ensures that your preparation is comprehensively covered when it comes to species in particular, right? Now, Beyond this, there are interconnected topics as well, because we all know that UPSC does not ask questions in silos. It always integrates different topics and asks a question together, right? So, so beyond simply preparing for static questions, this book actually encourages an analytical approach by interconnecting all the dimensions like ecological significance, threats posed by climate change, conservation efforts at global and local levels as well. So this ensures that aspirants not only remember the facts, but also understand the underlying principle behind it. So that's the main focus. That's the underlying philosophy of these flash notes, right? Let's move ahead. All right. And this is the PYQ, prelims PYQ micro theme distribution. The ones that have been highlighted in red is specific to species, right? So as I already mentioned, the characteristics and the behavior dimension of species is the most asked micro theme. Okay. Next most asked micro theme is the species, which is exotic or invasive. Next is conservation efforts. Next is peculiar features. So these are the 4 broad dimensions that needs to be covered under species. Okay. Rest, whatever you can see is under environment as a broad subject. Okay. But here we are only focusing on species. Okay. So what are micro themes? Micro themes are recurring patterns observed in last 20 years of UPSC prelims papers. These represent predictable, high yield areas and should be your priority number 1. Okay, so focus on them specifically, as you should expect questions from these topics. Questions from these topics are highly repeated. Only move on to other topics after you have thoroughly mastered these micro themes. Okay, so in species, what are those 4? Characteristics and behavior, exotic or invasive, conservation efforts, peculiar features. These are the 4. If you want to do anything else apart from these, then you should do it only after you cover these 4 dimensions. Okay. All right. This is the table of content. Species with conservation efforts, species with peculiar features, species by characteristics of behavior, exotic, invasive, governance, conservation. So it is aligned as per the dimensions or micro themes that have already been asked, right? Okay. So these are the 4 broad micro themes of species. These are the key conservation status for species. For example, there is IUCN Red List, there is CITES, then there is Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. The purpose is given, the key features is given, and the species categories are given. So this is also very important. This is the base concept that needs to be studied before studying any kind of species, right? And that has been represented in a table, tabular format, which makes it easy to read. So let's just go through few PYQs and understand what kind of questions have come in this particular micro theme, that is species with conservation efforts, right? In 2024, consider the following statements. Lion do not have a particular breeding season. That is the statement number 1. Second statement is, unlike most of the big cats, cheetahs do not roar. Third, unlike male lions, male leopards do not proclaim their territory by scent marking. So what are these? These are some peculiar features, right? Now, they have asked which one is the correct option. Next question. With reference to Indian elephants, consider the following statements. The leader of the elephant group is female. Maximum gestation period is 22 months. An elephant can normally go on calving till the age of 40 years only. And among the states in India, the highest elephant population is in Kerala. So this was asked in 2020. So similarly, you can go through all these questions. And what is the observation we are getting? After observing these PYQs based on micro themes, conservation efforts, we can have learning that UPSC is majorly focusing on significant species. Now, what are these significant species? Lions, elephants. Here you can see Asiatic lion, one-horned rhinoceros. These are very, very significant species, right? That are either vulnerable, endangered, or critically endangered. So species of these categories become very, very important, right? Further, we must also focus on the major landmark species from various states. For example, Asiatic lion is in Gir National Park, which is in Gujarat, right? The Royal Bengal tiger is in West Bengal. So there are certain landmark species in a particular state that needs to be studied. All right. So we must also be aware about the fact that if there are any initiatives that are being taken by the government, what more needs to be done beyond these PYQs is that species and their family, the types of species in the family, that needs to be done. Second is geographical habitat and their features, national and international programs and policies, and then finally species in news, which is current affairs. Right? So apart from these PYQs, we must also focus on these to comprehensively cover everything. Clear? So these are some of the landmark or important species which are in the category of vulnerable, endangered, or critically endangered. So first one is Royal Bengal tiger, Asiatic cheetah, African cheetah. So you can see a table has been given where the species has been mentioned, its IUCN status is mentioned, sites, which appendix is it in, that is also mentioned. Why is it in news? That is mentioned. Then a link for the news item is also given, habitat is given, characteristic is given, conservation and the threat is also given. For example, M stripes, it's already been asked, right? It's a PYQ. So such kind of things needs to be written here. Next, Asiatic cheetah. So if you are preparing your own notes, this is how you prepare your notes. When it comes to species, don't just copy paste your standard book. It has to be in a tabular format, which makes it easy to revise and recollect. Right? Next is Asiatic cheetah. Again, why is it in news? Which habitat? What are the characteristics? What is the conservation efforts that have been taken? Similarly, for African cheetah, you can see Project Cheetah here, Asiatic lion, snow leopard, Indian leopard. Then you have snow leopard population assessment in India, okay, which ended in 2023. That is why it was in news and they have given it here. Then fifth cycle of leopard estimation, again in news, just given here. Indian rhino, another important species, red panda, Asiatic elephants. What are some recent findings on these, right? Great Indian bustard, Indian vulture. So you can also see the IUCN status, which is critically endangered, critically. So it becomes important, right? These are the kind of species that UPSC focuses on generally. Then you have other vultures, dolphins, and then other species. Okay, so I think you got an idea about how to prepare these. Why is it in news? Habitat, characteristic, and conservation or threat. Okay, so these are the broad categories that needs to be prepared. Coming to micro theme number 2, which is species with peculiar features. Let's just go through some PYQs. Consider the following. Butterflies, fish, frogs. How many of the above have poisonous species among them? Okay, next question, 23. Consider the following statement. Some mushrooms have medicinal properties. Some mushrooms have psychoactive properties. Some mushrooms have insecticidal properties. Some mushrooms have bioluminescence property. How many of the above are correct? Okay, then you can see which one of the following is a filter feeder. So species with a peculiar feature is being asked. So what is the observation here? After observing these PYQs, okay, we can have a learning that UPSC is majorly focusing on species that have distinct evolution, which is not generally seen in other species. So further focus needs to be on smaller species because that's the kind of species they're asking. Butterflies, fish, frogs, these are small species, right? So in small species, we know general characteristics of their species, but there are certain species in them itself which has a very peculiar characteristic that needs to be understood and learned, right? What more needs to be done beyond these PYQs? Their natural habitats, social interactions and behavioral features, and then species in use. Okay. Apart from PYQs, these three also needs to be covered. Next, similarly, you have in a tabular format all the species with peculiar features like proboscis monkey, which is endangered. Okay. And then you have saiga antelope. Again, why is it in use? Habitat, characteristics. See, swimming abilities are there. Threat to survival. What are the threats to survival? Okay, so there is a distinct nose of this antelope. That is why it is important. All right. Then you have few snakes, few frogs, and their distinct characteristics like Indian star tortoise, Aldabra giant tortoise, right? Neelakurinji. Then you have other species as well, like oleander flowers. So their peculiar features have been mentioned, right? Moving to micro theme number 3, species by characteristics or behavior. Now let's just see a few of the PYQs. 2023, consider the following statements regarding Indian squirrels. They build nest by making burrows in the ground. They store their food materials like nuts and seeds in the ground. They are omnivorous. Next question is, consider the following fauna. Lion-tailed macaque, Malabar civet, sambar deer. How many of the above are nocturnal or most active after sunset? Not all species are nocturnal, right? That is why they are asking which of the species is nocturnal? Because it's a peculiar characteristic. All right. Similarly, you can go through all these questions. So what is the observation here? So after observing this, we can have a learning that UPSC is focusing on significant futuristic behavior of the species that are like either distinct in nature or are worth observing, worth noticing, right? Further, the focus needs to be on their natural habitat and the areas they migrate to. So what more needs to be done apart from these PYQs? First one is features and their conservation. Second is species in use. All right. So these are some of the species like orangutan, already asked, lion-tailed macaque, already asked. So, and their peculiar features and characteristics and behavior needs to be understood. Golden langur, Indian bison, yaks, swamp deer. So these are also given. Again, by in use, habitat, characteristics, conservation, and threat. All right. Some interesting facts are also given under the do you know sections. Then you have multiple species here. All right. Moving on to micro theme number 4, which is exotic and invasive species. In 2018, a question had been asked, why is a plant called Prosopis juliflora often mentioned in the news? That was a invasive species, right? Consider the following organisms: Agaricus, Nostoc, Spirogyra. Which of the following is a biofertilizer or biofertilizers? Then you have few more questions like that. So what is the observation here? Observation is that we can have a learning that UPSC is majorly focusing on significant species that are either plant, marine, or terrestrial species. Further, the focus needs to be on their natural habitat area and their significance associated with research and development taken by government to address the challenges of the society, right? What more needs to be done? Protected areas. Second, minor species that are vulnerable, critically endangered, or extinct. Third is distinct characteristics of behavior of it. Okay, so not just general species, but all the their impact on their ecological well-being, other ecological well-being, right? So these are some of them, like butterflies, you have crabs, then other species as well. So these are some of the invasive species, right? Next important micro theme is governance and conservation bodies. So a list of all the national bodies like Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, National Biodiversity Authority, State Forest Departments, Wildlife Institute of India. So all these have been listed again in a tabular format, which makes it easy to recall. Established in which year, what is the structure of it, and what are the functions. Okay, whether it is a statutory body or some other body, which act is it established under, all these things needs to be understood and learned, right? And again, similarly, international organizations, UNEP, IUCN, CITES, WWF, again, established in which year, what is the structure of it, and what is the function of these international organizations, right? So this was it for species. Different dimensions have been covered. You know how to prepare your own notes now. And that's it. Thank you. All the best. All the best for your preparation. Thank you.